I'm your host, Mike St. Clair with Viper RIP Paranormal, and today we're going to take a look at the Zoom H2 Handy Recorder and its application for paranormal investigation. Now let's run that back and see what it would sound like through the Zoom. I'm your host, Mike St. Clair with Viper RIP Paranormal, and today we're going to take a look at the Zoom H2 Handy Recorder and its application for paranormal investigation. The Zoom H2 isn't your average voice recorder by any means. It's a feature-rich, 4-channel, portable recording studio. Many of the features cater to the musician, but this was built for anyone needing to record high-quality stereo sound. Now, there are other reviews of this product on the internet done by the pros, and again, with the musician in mind. Now, I'm not a pro, and I'm not going to pretend to be one, but I do have some background in sound recording, and I like to learn as much as I can, anytime I can. But we're not going to be using this to record music. We're going to be using this for our paranormal investigations, to capture that full ambient sound of the location, and hopefully capture some paranormal evidence along the way. So if you're ready, let's take a look at the Zoom H2 with the paranormal investigator in mind. Okay guys, this is what the Zoom H2 looks like. As you can tell by the audio, I'm not recording on the Zoom anymore. I'm using the internal camera mic, and it is quite a big difference. We're going to talk a little bit about the Zoom. We're going to look at it all angles. I'm going to tell you what all it has. We're going to keep it fairly basic. I don't want to talk about a lot of stuff that we're not going to use as an investigator, because that would kind of defeat the purpose of this video. But I will tell you what it does and what it's capable of. Now, if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, I want you guys to know how much I really appreciate your encouragement, continued support, and motivation to make this channel what it is today. If it weren't for you guys subscribing, sharing, and engaging in the videos, there probably wouldn't even be a Scream Freak 79. I want to thank you guys all so much for that. Now, if you're new to the channel and want to be a part of that, please support our positive message and educational efforts by subscribing. It's absolutely free, and it's a good cause, and only takes a second. You'll have access to all the new videos as they're uploaded, and you'll be eligible for future gear giveaways. All you have to do is click the subscribe button at the top of the video or at the top of the page. The main focus of my channel is paranormal investigation, education, skepticism, how-to and do-it-yourself projects. You'll also find more videos like this, tutorials, and free software. I'll give you a few seconds to click subscribe if you already haven't, then we'll get right into the video. Thank you for your patience and your subscription. Now, the Zoom is fairly large inside compared to a normal digital voice recorder. It's about the size of a cell phone. Ha ha ha, Mike's got an old cell phone, but it's about the size of a cell phone. The construction is not that great. It really looks like a cheap plastic, but they do offer protection in the form of this neat little rubber cover that actually slides over top of it, and it keeps it from banging it up if you drop it. Now, these run off of 2 AA batteries that slide in right there, and they run about $200. So they're a little pricey for a voice recorder, but this isn't just a voice recorder. Now, you can get these a little bit cheaper in some places, and it comes with a lot of extras, which is really cool. It comes with a windscreen, a mount to hook it to a microphone stand, a little clip in case you want to use it for interviews or something like that. You can clip it right to the mic stand. It has a little screw-on base where you can set it on a table. It comes with earbuds, and it's even got a slot for your AC power, and it comes with an AC adapter, which is really cool, so you can run this off of AC power, and you don't have to rely on those batteries if you're going to be indoors. Now, we've got our on-off switch here, fairly self-explanatory. Our volume, we can control the volume and hear what we're previewing. And yes, you can preview live audio with this. This is our headphones and our line out slot. You can run your headphones to monitor. We have a grate on the front and the back here that's actually covering 2 microphones. The front 2 are coming out in a 90-degree pattern, and the two rears are coming out at 120 degrees. So you can run either the front two or the back two, or you can run them all four for 4-channel surround sound, which is really awesome. You don't really find that in digital voice recorders very often. Now on the other side we have our USB. Now what's really cool about this is you can actually use this as an interface, and you can do radio shows or chat on the internet, or you can record your voice live to the computer. And of course you can use this as a mass storage device as well, because it does run off of a SD card. Now I'm not going to pull this off and show you, because from what I understand this is very flimsy, and I mean you can look at it and tell that it's not super great build quality, but your SD card goes in there and it's kind of hard to get out. So I like to take a pair of pliers and pull on it, because if you don't, there's a possibility your thumb could actually break that off. So if you get a big enough SD card, you can just keep it in there without having to change it. A setback to this thing, and I know I'm kind of going back and forth, this only supports up to a 4 gig card. Well, initially it was to support up to a 4 gig card, but apparently it does support more than that, but only certain brands, and it will support up to a 32 gig card. You can find the brands that will support on the internet. This is the front face of it. You can see our display here. We'll turn this on. Zoom H2. It's loading. Now, when you have a 4 gig SD card in here, if you're recording at 44,000 hertz and 16-bit with 4-channel, you can get about 180 minutes on here. So that's quite a bit. That's about 3 hours of recording time. With 2 cards, you could easily get a full investigation. I haven't had any luck with anything over the 4 gig, but I do know that some of them do work, and I will be shopping around to find that for myself, so I don't have to use the smaller cards and have to keep switching them out. But front, surround, and rear, this is how we decide what we're going to be recording with. Press that one time, it's going to go to 2-channel. Next it'll go to 4-channel surround, where you're actually using the front and the rear. And now you're just using the rear at 120 degrees. So it's really up to the person as to what they want to use according to what they're trying to record. For us, I would advise running 4 channels, because I mean you've got the capability to do it. Why not do it? It doesn't cost you any more to do that. You just have to have a bigger SD card to cover it. So yeah, that's pretty awesome, the 4-channel surround. I remember when I first saw this, I was totally amazed. The guy that showed it to me had me put on a set of headphones, and he took some silverware and tapped it going around the microphone, and it was just so amazing, just the clarity and the sound. Now, I don't want to get too much into the features, but there are a lot of features for the musician in here. Like I stated earlier, there's some types of compression, there's a low cut, a lot of different things. But one of the cooler things about this is the modes of recording, from like the lowest quality MP3 up to, I believe it's 96,000 hertz 24-bit, which is completely ridiculous. You see this little slide on the back here that says the mic's active. It tells you, yes, you are using the rear too. And if you switch it to the front, mic will be active on the front. And if you go to 4-channel, it'll say it on the front and back. But this is a great recorder. I definitely do recommend it. It is fairly expensive, but you know, you get what you pay for, and that's the total truth with this. I mean, you get a lot of features. This is considered an entry-level recorder. I know that's a shame at $200, you know, but you know, we're using these for paranormal investigations, which is a lot different than using it to record musicians or bands or things like that. So this is the Zoom H2. If you like the video, make sure to comment and give it a thumbs up. I hope I covered everything in this video. I do have a list of pros and cons here, and I tried to kind of hit those as I went along. I'm looking through the cons right now, and it looks like we've covered all of those. And I'll go into the pros, and I do have a few other things down here. Fantastic quality, the recording control, because you do have the gain on the side here, and you can adjust deeper into the menus here. Not very difficult to get into that, though. The wide range of formats, the ability to monitor it live. Oh, something really, really cool. A lot of voice recorders have that voice activated function, where when it hears a sound above a certain decibel, it'll start recording. Now, I always say you can't use those for paranormal investigations, because by the time the sound has happened or the anomaly has occurred, your recorder won't even be on yet. So, I mean, you're going to totally miss that. Well, not with this. This is actually, when you have it in that particular mode, I can't think of exactly what it's called right offhand, but if you have it in that mode, it's going to continuously record the previous 2 seconds. So it's recording every 2 seconds. As you get 2 seconds into it, it's going to delete the past 2 seconds, if that makes any sense. So when it does hear something over a certain level and it starts recording, well, it's already recorded 2 seconds before that. So you're not going to miss anything. If you're the type that likes to take this and maybe leave it in a room, well, instead of having to listen to hours and hours and hours of nothing, then you can use the voice operated feature on this. Maybe if it's an EVP, then you may not even record it. So, you know, it's really up to your discretion if you want to do that or not. But it is capable of doing that, and you don't have to worry about, you know, missing loud sounds because the recorder doesn't turn off in time. So that's the review. A little bit longer than I had intended. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it made sense. But thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for subscribing, and thanks for being awesome. Well, that's the Zoom H2. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to thank you for watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to comment and subscribe for more Ghost Hunting 101, equipment reviews, budget ghost hunting, and everything paranormal.